Welcome back, detectives. This is your host, Mackenzie Kelly with
Lachlan Chastain,
Zamir Taylor,
and Mr. Walker.
Thank you for tuning in. Today, we are opening the case of the Lizzie Borden murders. Our investigators will be given the evidence and will determine if the case is solved or unsolved. In 1893, Lizzie Borden was arrested and tried for the cold-blooded killing of her father and stepmother. Lizzie Borden was born July 19, 1860, Fall River, Massachusetts, to Andrew Jackson Borden and Sarah Anthony Borden. Her mother died 2 years later, and her father soon remarried to Abby Durfee Gray, a mean and spiteful woman. Growing up, her father was a harsh and miserable man. He was known to be stingy with his money and always appeared gloomy. Lizzie, however, went on to become a young debutante and was involved in many clubs. She was a leader in most roles she played, acting as treasurer or secretary, and was an active member of her church. She volunteered a lot of her time to charities. Lizzie and her older sister Emma would often fight with their father growing up about issues with money, yet Lizzie always had a close bond with her father. On the other hand, her stepmother she despised, and some have suspected that was the reason for the murder. On August 4th, 1892, Mr. Borden went away for a business deal. The only people at home were Lizzie, his wife, and Bridget Sullivan, their maid. He returned and settled on the couch for a nap. At 11:15 a.m., Lizzie found her father repeatedly struck in the head with a sharp object. Abby was found upstairs in the same manner, though more brutally mutilated. The maid, Bridget Sullivan, testified that she would never reveal what she had been told. It was reported that Lizzie Borden had her lawyer give Sullivan money and told her to return to Ireland, and never returned following the murders. Sullivan refused to talk about the murders. Lizzie and Bridget have changed their testimony between the inquest and the trial. A local druggist reported that Lizzie Borden unsuccessfully tried to buy poison from him 3 days prior to the murders. A neighbor reported that they found Lizzie Borden burning a dress days after the murder. Bridget Sullivan was found leaving the house with the unknown parcel. However, no weapon was found except for a suspected axe in the basement. Lizzie Borden was found at the crime scene. There wasn't a speck of blood on the dress despite the bloody murder scene. Lizzie Borden swore under oath that the drug was mistaken and she hadn't been to the shop and definitely hadn't requested poison from him. Burning clothing is a common practice for getting rid of clothing in the family. The dress Lizzie was trying to burn was a faded, paint-splattered dress that her sister Emma advised her to get rid of. Some say she murdered her father and her stepmother to get his will, but her father's attorney claimed he had no idea of writing a will. There was an axe in the basement, but the markings on the bodies resembled more of a hatchet's hit rather than an axe. Lizzie Borden was arrested and tried for both of the murders, but she ended up acquitted. However, she was ostracized by the community for the rest of her life. Who did kill Mr. and Mrs. Borden? Was Bridget Sullivan involved? Is Lizzie Borden innocent or guilty?
I think the Bordens were wealthy, right? They were very wealthy. Mm-hmm. So I think since she was an actor, maybe someone who wants to take a shot at being a rising star got a little mad and did that. Maybe framed Lizzie a little bit.
Where are you getting actor from?
You said actor, right?
No.
Oh, then never mind.
I thought you said that she would. That was her.
Like in the church, she
actually a member of the church and acted at the local.
Oh, no. She's like a leader, but she was like a treasurer.
My opinion is that if it were held in a court of law today, she'd probably be acquitted again, because most of what you've told us is circumstantial. What do you think?
I think she's guilty because she's through her rich. It seems like she just wanted all the money to herself.
Did she get motive then? That would be the money would be a motive, and the fact that she dislikes her new mother.
Yeah.
So she had the motive. Did she have the opportunity?
Yeah, because remember they were by the house by themselves. It was like her, the maid, and her parents. Someone.
You know the maid's in on it?
Probably she paid her to leave since she never told the story.
I suspect that could it be that the maid witnessed some of it? If she was fond of her father, why would she kill the father and not just the mother, who, by your admission, was nasty and mean-spirited?
Maybe it was a double. Like maybe Lizzie murdered the mother, the maid murdered the father.
Well, maybe she's insane. Maybe there is no logic. I mean, we were saying the rhyme that most Americans know gave her how many was it?
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 40.
So that's we've really talked about assassins, and no assassin. That's a crime of passion and anger. Vengeance. Yeah, assassins
they just kill
shot one.
Because she can kill him.
Lizzie, because she was seen trying to buy poison. I mean, if she was trying to poison them, I don't think she'd kill them that way.
There's also the parents, they were hit with a hatchet or something. It was like a very bloody thing, but she showed up without any blood on her dress.
Well, there's a rumor that she did it while she did it nude, and so that's why there was no blood on clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
She did burn the dress that they claimed was covered in paint. And even if you dressed like that, perhaps you should give that to charity.
By the paint, wouldn't that ruin it? Because then they use like stain the clothes. I'm thinking like I don't know the type of paint, but I just paint that they used back then was it was more permanent, so like it would stick into the clothes, like more oil painting.
Why would she paint in a dress? I'd say why would she paint in a dress? Because that rings a few bells for me, alarm bells for me. Why would she? Her parents? Yeah, money, anger, opportunity.
It was
if this is a small village, a small town in our northeast of our country, everybody would probably know each other. This was just, I would imagine, just be hundreds, maybe 1,000 or plus people.
It's like, what's y'all's like final say? Like, what do y'all think actually happened? Without all the details.
I think she got somebody to murder her parents.
I think she did it because she was mentally ill.
I think it's a joint effort between the maid and Lizzie.
Yeah, I think she definitely did it. And that maybe like Bridget, the maid, she like walked in and she was like, yo, have some money. But
with all that being said, this case has been closed. We have another mystery for today. Where can we get unique state-of-the-art furniture? The case is already solved due to Silver Sky Woodworking. They sell a variety of things like custom furniture, cabinets, accent walls, and cutting boards. Head over to ViridiaNews.org and click the link for Silver Sky for additional information. We are always looking for new sponsors, so reach out to us on ViridiaNews.org if you would like to be a part of our work. Thank you for listening to today's episode.